Hello, Shawn Diddy Combs. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
Number 10, Lea Michele. It's safe to say Lea Michele's Glee persona, Rachel Berry, had her ups and downs with several characters.
I just got you on the cover of New York Magazine.
In the background, you were practically glowing about it.
That's because I accomplished something. It had nothing to do with you.
But rumor has it that wasn't just reserved for the screen. Since the series wrapped, a few castmates have come forward with stories that put Michele in a negative light. She was allegedly quite a selfish diva and was accused of treating others poorly on set. Samantha Marie Ware, who played Jane in the 6th season of the show, has talked about Michele's offensive, harmful behavior, and some other Glee stars confirmed this.
Can I say something? Why are you helping me?
Oh, look, we might be mortal show choir enemies, but I'm a woman before all of that, and I figure you're fighting this fight for all of us girls, so.
It looks like Michele wasn't really acting much in this role.
Hello, gorgeous. Fanny Bryce was my most cherished role, but I can't stay in style forever. Now it's your turn, Barbara. You, of all people, should know that Barbara dropped the A when she was 18 years old as an act of rebellion. Who wrote this, Tina?
Number 9, James Corden. This English comedian was beloved for his fun late-night show, carpool karaoke, and many other endearing endeavors. Who could forget about Cats?
I am still in my prime, I shall last out my time.
We'd certainly like to, but what makes the news of his inauthenticity so shocking is that it doesn't seem to match the man we've seen on our screens. In recent years, there have been several reports of Corden being entitled, snobby, and impolite, both on sets and in public. Most infamously, he was temporarily banned from a New York City restaurant for his poor behavior towards the staff.
I accept everybody's opinion. I also hate, as I said to the owner that day, that I've ever upset anybody, ever. It was never my intention.
It's certainly not a good look for the happy-go-lucky persona he's known for.
Going back to London, are they like, welcome back? Do they reclaim you warmly?
Yeah, I mean, people are very nice.
Yeah.
But no one believes that I wasn't fired.
Number 8, Chrissy Teigen. You may have known her for her cookbooks, hilariously blunt tweets, or her marriage to iconic singer John Legend.
We're in the kitchen.
We are in the heartbeat of our home.
She became adored by many, as she seemed relatable and down-to-earth despite her status. But that changed when old messages between Tegan and Courtney Stodden surfaced, revealing that she'd told Stodden to harm themselves. She's since apologized and acknowledged her wrongdoings, but it hasn't been enough for her fan base to fully regain confidence in her. Indeed, many began looking at her seemingly lighthearted tweets differently and wondering what she's like behind closed doors.
I think you learn so much in the moments where you do lose so much. You lose it all. Your world is kind of turned upside down.
Number 7, J.K. Rowling. She was behind a world of magical and mythical creatures, like house elves, dementors, and of course, wizards.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
The Harry Potter books were the series of a generation for kids who loved being swept away to Hogwarts to tag along on Harry, Ron, and Hermione's adventures.
You go, I'll stay.
You okay? Fine, go.
That same generation is now looking at the author of the novels in a much different light, as she's been shamelessly open about her transphobic views.
I mean, what's wrong with her, Colin? She creates a 7-book fantasy series about all types of mythical creatures living in harmony with wizards and elves, and the one thing she can't wrap her head around is Laverne Cox? She's a national treasure.
From liking anti-trans tweets all the way to writing essays about her controversial views on gender, it's hard to deny where she stands on this issue. Number 6, Armie Hammer. He was known for being a dashing actor that had charmed audiences for years.
Play that again.
Play what again?
The thing you played outside.
Oh, you want me to play the thing I played outside?
Please.
But the news that dropped about him in 2021 changed everything. Between women accusing him of misconduct, him expressing disturbing fantasies to them, and his alleged violence towards them, there was no shortage of disturbing information.
I don't like to
I don't want to put it out there.
These women bravely came forward, detailing the abuse they endured. Hammer was dropped by several projects and by his talent agency. Though he's slowly returning to the spotlight, it's safe to say his life and career have never been the same.
Have you been able to have relationships?
Yeah.
Number 5. Kanye West. He's always been a polarizing figure.
He crazy, I know what you're thinking. Rapping, I know what you're drinking.
However, in his past, he could be seen as an outspoken artist that pushed boundaries. Now, though, he's synonymous with bigotry and disturbing views.
We're all worried about Kanye, but at this point, we're all also angry and offended and hurt.
His marriage and subsequent divorce from Kim Kardashian was troubling, as was his behavior towards Pete Davidson after he'd started dating Kim. Plus, who could forget him ruining Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the VMAs, or what he did to her with Famous.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that famous. Goddamn.
Then there was the time he tried to run for president in 2020. And let's not forget when he began peddling white supremacist and anti-Semitic views. To say he's fallen from grace would be an understatement.
You know, God builds warriors in a different way.
Number 4. Kevin Spacey. He's an Academy Award-winning actor who has starred in countless hit films, from dramas like American Beauty to comedies like Horrible Bosses.
Anyway, I'm having my teeth whitened on Tuesday, so you're gonna have to get all your work done by Monday, which means you're probably gonna have to be here all weekend.
But he's remembered now for a much different reason. In 2017, he was accused of misconduct by several men, and although he's been acquitted, these accusations are still the first thing that come to mind when we hear his name. This notably led to him being fired from his starring role on Netflix's hit show House of Cards.
Proximity to power deludes some into believing they wield it.
He has rarely been seen on screen since, and when he has, it certainly hasn't had the same effect as prior to the unsettling revelations.
What are you gonna do?
Get back on the horse.
Number 3. Ellen DeGeneres. For nearly 2 decades, she was known as the funny daytime talk show host who danced with her audience and told everyone to be kind.
Who wants some good news today?
Before that, she made waves when she came out on her sitcom when it was far from acceptable to do so.
Susan, I'm gay.
Recently, though, the public has both been shocked and disappointed to hear that the work environment on her show was not exactly kind. Some employees claimed that DeGeneres was dismissive and mean, while others accused her of allowing staff to mistreat one another.
As a host, she's amazing. As a host. But as a boss and someone who's behind the scenes running the show, she's a different person. She's not the person people see.
Either way, it was a bad look for a show that seemed to be the exact opposite in front of the cameras, and it certainly damaged her reputation.
Thank you so much. It seems like you still care.
Number 2. Shawn Combs. The events surrounding Shawn Combs, better known as Diddy's fall from grace, are still transpiring, but they're disturbing to say the least.
I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
He was known as a successful rapper with a big influence, but not anymore.
Don't knock me 'cause you're boring. I'm record sales soaring, straight touring.
He's been accused of abusive behavior in the past, but those claims didn't nearly get the same traction as the latest ones. It's come to light that he's been involved with sex trafficking, assault, and more.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
There have reportedly been roughly 3,000 abuse allegations reported against him, and over 100 lawsuits are at play.
After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Shawn Diddy Combs.
He's currently awaiting trial, but there's no coming back from this. Number 1. Bill Cosby. He was America's dad, Cliff Huxtable, on one of the most popular family sitcoms of all time.
I love you.
Yeah, Dad.
Huh?
I know.
Yeah. And maybe your mother loved you too.
He was a comedian that influenced a generation, and you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't like him in his prime.
Dentists tell you not to pick your teeth with any sharp metal object. Then you sit in their chair, and the first thing they grab is an iron hook.
Unfortunately, the off-screen reality was darker. When it was mentioned by Hannibal Buress during a stand-up routine that Bill Cosby had been assaulting women with no consequence despite the many claims against him, more came forward.
Tell the truth. Give us back what you took. Give it back to us. We lost a lot. We deserve it, and you know you did it.
Over 60 women, in fact, have accused him of assault in some capacity. He served time, and though his conviction was later overturned, there continued to be suits and allegations against him. Needless to say, that's done little to help people's feelings about him.
I can't think of Bill Cosby any other way.
Which celebrity's downward spiral shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.
Rachel Berry is the most horrible human being on the planet.
What? Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.